Friesla, Lord Flaversham has combined forces advancing from Kazitliano and Quillota to attack a coalition army of Crimsonia and Manarth. Citizen General Acorn commands the coalition, with Grand Admiral Harnchip assisting. The two armies meet near the village of Grenvie, with the coalition lines behind the Varno stream and anchored on the Fexi hill. Citizen General Acorn is outnumbered and stands on the defensive, forcing Flaversham's columns to advance across the frozen fields, subjecting them to long-range artillery. On the left, two Maustrian divisions splash across the stream and engage the Crimsonians in a fierce firefight. Acorn has called his cavalry back behind the infantry, holding them in reserve, looking for opportunities. Flaversham is favouring his left, moving forces in that direction to overlap the Crimsonian flank and avoiding the hill on the right. A unit of guards is sent forward, rapidly crossing the stream and charging the artillery while other units cover their flanks. The guards shrug off the grape shot and charge home, quickly dispatching the gun crews, and then promptly halt. The guards are held in good order. They will not pursue into the fresh unit behind. Instead, the Crimsonian guards charge, with cavalry in support, but are driven back in disorder. Again, the Maustrian guards refuse to pursue, but hold their position. Flaversham orders a general attack on the left and centre. Units advance through fire and flame and get to grips with the enemy. In the centre, the infantry and militia are halted and disordered by determined volleys. On the left, a particularly aggressive unit of militia charge with regulars in support and break the Crimsonian line with a series of blood-curdling squeaks. To their right, a fresh unit of guards assault a unit of regulars and break them, and then keep on charging. This unit does not have the discipline of their comrades and suddenly find themselves facing a brigade of heavy cavalry who countercharge. Unable to form square in time, the guards are cut down, and the heavy horse keep going, piling into a Maustrian unit of cavalry that are also destroyed, and pursue further into the artillery which are wiped out. The Crimsonian heavies have broken through the Maustrian lines, wiping out 3 units, but now find themselves isolated and blown. On the Maustrian right, Grand Admiral Harnchip orders an assault, leading his prince's own brigade forwards with some Crimsonian militia to attack the guns. The militia are disordered by grape shot and halt in confusion, while the prince's own brigade is pinned by determined volleys, and the Grand Admiral is shot in the head, dead before he hits the ground. On the left, Citizen General Acorn rallies his remaining units. The heavies have bought them some time, but the Maustrians will advance again soon, and Flaversham detaches a unit to guard against the cavalry in his rear and orders the rest to advance. Crimsonian volleys halt one attack, and in the centre both sides exchange fire, but on the far left the aggressive militia are at it again. With support they do the impossible, and Acorn's own guards break, carrying him back with them. The impetuous units pursue forward and are countercharged by the cavalry held in reserve, and the Maustrian units break and run. Crimsonian flank and save. On the right, a unit of Maustrian cavalry charge the disordered Crimsonian militia and ride on towards the regulars on the hill. It is touch and go, but the infantry break and are run down. Both sides now have cavalry in their opponent's rear, but the Crimsonian heavies are unwilling to advance across the stream against Maustrian squares. They break off and start searching for a way back to their own lines. Acorn is able to reform his guards and calls the cavalry back. In the centre, the deadlock of traded volleys is broken by a desperate Maustrian charge into the artillery. Pushing forwards, the infantry destroy the gunners and break the coalition centre. On the left, Flaversham forms his units into a grand square and slowly advances against Acorn, but the light is failing, and the coalition need to withdraw. Acorn sends his guards and cavalry to clear the Maustrians from the rear. The Maustrian horse break and run, and are destroyed. The coalition army withdraws, the Manarth guards carrying the body of their fallen Grand Admiral with them. It has been a bloody encounter. The Maustrians have lost 5 brigades, guards, regulars, artillery, and 2 cavalry. The Crimsonians have lost 6 brigades, 3 regular, 1 militia, and 2 artillery, and the Manarth commander and de facto leader of the nation, Grand Admiral Harnchip. The coalition forces are rebuffed and forced to retreat from Friesla.